Delicious human, welcome to episode 50. As always, Sunny Bonani, Dumalang, goeie afternoon, bon dia. I'm sitting outside at this very present point in time, and the glare is quite something. So I almost feel like I need to somehow close my eyes because the glare is just very intense. Today's episode is a follow-up from yesterday's episode. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's called Call Me Peach. And essentially, it's a beautiful story, a true story of an event and an experience that happened to me when I was just mere 6 years youngin', in my very first year of school, where I was intensely reprimanded by my teacher to color myself the color peach, because coloring myself a light brown was not acceptable in her world. So if you're curious and you want to know more about that, then check out yesterday's episode. But that event always kind of stuck in my mind, and it's one that I've carried with me for as long as I can remember. And I really feel that it was a catalyst, or at least it played a very big part and a fundamental role in me creating these fabulous guys behind me. So these guys, if you're unfamiliar, are known as MonStars. So my name's Monica. So Mon and A stars. You see how I got the name. So yes, they are just so sweet. And I had so much fun painting this particular piece. It was effortless, it was whimsical, it was playful, it was childlike. It really made me feel free and so curious about who was actually going to reveal themselves to me. So yeah, I really, really enjoy creating these characters. I've done quite a number of them. And these MonStars for me are just such a blessing. No two MonStars are ever the same. So they have their unique fingerprints, their unique je ne sais quoi, their unique essence and magic and hue and shade of wonder and brilliance. And they all represent and reflect just such a different emotion. And they all come with a different story to tell. So yes, I really, really do gravitate towards them because they foster and aid, remind us of the power and the importance of the individuated self. If you know anything about individuation, Carl Jung would definitely be a starting point, I would say, to inquire and go down the rabbit hole of individuation and what that means on a soul level. But essentially, we all come here with a very unique shade of magic or signature in the world. And we come here with a purpose and a reason for being, if I can put it that way. And of course, we remember and we know this prior to being birthed, and we come through the birthing portal and the amnesia sets in, and the aspect and journey of life is to remember and to reawaken that individuated self within the collective of the whole. So even though we stem from one source, and we stem from one creator, the Almighty Creator, we are experienced, or God wishes to experience itself in many, many different shapes, ways, and forms. So I never forget, there was a wonderful lady by the name of Carrie Kay, and she explains it so beautifully. She explains it in the essence of like baking a cake. So imagine God is the entire chocolate cake. God is that entire chocolate cake. But in order for God to get to experience and get to know itself better, it chooses to individuate itself. So imagine it individuates by the flour, the sugar, the butter, the baking powder, the cacao, all the ingredients that it takes to make a cake. And that's reflective and representative of each and every single one of us. So even though we come from the whole cake, we have an essence that contributes towards that cake. And just think about flour. If you are the flour, you don't just make cake. You can make a whole host of other stuff. If you're the eggs that go in the cake, you can make a whole host of other stuff, not just the cake. So essentially, that's the experience that God wants to feel and grow or expand through us. So yeah, that's what I believe, at least. So for me, these guys are a direct reflection of that. They come with their own story. They come with their own little feelings and emotions and facial expressions, and their eyes tell a story. So they really, really are here to remind us to honor, celebrate, and step into the unique essence that is in each and every single one of us. And remind us that as much as we all come from the same, we have our unique spark of magic, and that's why we're here. So yes, guys, I'm going to just move my little head away and maybe just move the camera a little bit and just focus on a couple of the characters. I am going to do this manually in a time and age where everything is just so digitized and so like professional. I trust and pray that you actually appreciate this avant-garde, learn on the job, figure things out as I go experience. So that's what this daily vlog is all about. But without any further ado, as I check my audio, yes, I'm still on. So if you saw yesterday's video, you would have seen that in the last 3 minutes, I cut out. And it was essentially about sharing that experience, which I spoke about right at the beginning of this episode about calling me Peach. That experience for me was an opportunity for me to alchemize the pain, and yeah, I guess my heart was so broken in that little experience after the teacher told me that I couldn't color myself the color I thought I was. Well, I was that color that I colored myself in. She just wanted me to color it in the color she thought I needed to be. Squeeze me into the box. Squeeze me into the box. I don't like to be in boxes. I like to be outside of boxes. So aren't they just so freaking cute? I mean, just look at them. Look at these guys. Look at this guy here. He's just so cute, man. And this one, I mean, he's checking this one out. This one looks so scared. You know what I mean? Oh, they are just so, so cute. And they are very, like, amateurishly painted. I would like to make reference to that. My pieces are created to be very childlike, like a child would literally have taken a paintbrush to a canvas, and the strokes are uneven, the colors are a little uneven, but I think that's what makes it super magical and makes it super special, So yes, guys, this is a piece called The Community, and it falls under my MonStar range. And if you are curious or interested, there is a link for the Art Majeure website where I have a couple of my pieces listed there. So if you are curious and if you want to go check some of my other pieces out, that would be the place and portal to do that. But yes, I think I have shared enough. I'm maybe just going to bring the camera just a wee bit closer and run it across just one more time because I'm just so proud. I'm just showing them off here, Oh, so cute. I really enjoy them. They were definitely just put a smile in my dial. I mean, look at this guy over here. It's just so everything. He's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So yes, they each have their own voice, their own like dialogue, their own personalities. It's so cute, very cute. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in to episode 50, and thanks for letting me showcase these little guys. They love the attention. And as always, continue to sow so that you can flow, grow, and begin to glow. Until tomorrow's episode, episode 51, stay magical, keep shining your unique light, radiate, and put on a little bit of a smile or a big smile as well. Until tomorrow, cheers.